Joey Swoll career just ended after saying the unthinkable about Hulk Hogan's death. For those of you who don't know, this is the gym policeman. See, I remember Joey Swoll from Shreds, which is one of the most OG scammy supplement companies that dominated social media about 10 years ago. You probably know Joey Swoll from being that guy that rants in his car. We're not the same. Let's see what happened to him.
This is the internet, guys. People only love you until they can find something to try and tear you down about. And that's okay.
And he puts up an apology video saying he's sorry, taking back all the things he said about Hulk Hogan, and he posted this.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology.
He broke the number one rule. Never bend the knee to the mob. You're in the belly of the beast now, bucko, because it starts with this. 2 weeks from now, you'll have blue hair and a septum piercing. In reality, you should never apologize. Does that mean if you make a mistake, first of all, I don't make mistakes. Second of all, I'm doubling down. It's the internet. Nothing matters. Because who are you actually apologizing to? A bunch of NPCs, literal slugs. These people cancel themselves. Imagine that.
Joey Swoll, the man who makes all those videos calling out all those pieces of shit and sharmutas for doing stupid shit in the gym. He's come under fire this week for making a tribute video on the death of Hulk Hogan. Thousands of people are up in arms. They're pissed at
Didn't you know that Hulk Hogan was a racist?
Joey, saying he's an asshole. He's a piece of shit. He's not the guy we all thought he was, because he said he was inspired by Hulk Hogan, a man who was known for saying some racial things in his life. It's gotten so bad that Joey...
I thought rule number one was not to talk about Fight Club. That's a permanent ban. Talk about what?
Can't handle it all. And he's saying he quit. He's not doing this anymore. Wait until I tell you this whole story.
Who is posting about the fact that I said, I didn't mean anything bad by saying colored. I didn't mean anything bad by that. So if that was wrong, I apologize.
A lot of people just want to cannibalize their favorite parasocial creators. They want to get to them. They want to twist the knife. Here's why you should feel bad. I don't know Joey Swoll personally. I just think he's a wholesome chungus, which does serve a purpose on social media. However, it's not my purpose.
You already educated me on that. But if that's what you want to be upset with me about, I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't mean anything by it. There was nothing racist about that. Wow, I said that. Good for you.
So as we all know, Hulk Hogan passed away this week, 71 years old, of a heart attack, and rest in peace to him. Best wishes to his family, his loved ones. But I noticed,
people act like if you said something in your life or have done something in the past, it completely overshadows your legacy, prestige, and or reputation. It's this all or nothing woke mind virus, which you can't even be like, rest in peace. Because he was a piece of shit his entire life.
People that were making posts about him or making...
All I'm saying is that's not very Christ-like.
...videos or anything, about his death. If you took a look at the comment section, it was a racial war going back and forth between people. And for some of you who may not know, a few years ago, I believe it was 10 years ago, there was a leaked audio where Hulk Hogan was saying some racial slurs. And when that happened, they suspended him from the WWE Hall of Fame. And he took a lot of backlash for that, took a lot of heat. But it was a black eye for his career. So what happened was Joey, when...
Is that not enough? I swear everyone has this unquenched thirst for violence. And it manifests into this sort of behavior.
When Hulk died, he decided to make a post as a tribute to him. And he put on his costume, the Hulk Hogan costume. He went to the gym. He did this whole workout video dressed up as Hulk Hogan because he loved him as a kid. He was inspired by him. So after the post went out very quickly,
Never meet your heroes, brother. Wrestling just missed me. Completely went over my 3 eyes. I don't know, maybe I'll rediscover it later in life.
he started looking at the comments. He saw people pissed off at him. He saw people fighting with each other. It was the same racial war that I had seen in the other comment section, right? But you know what he did? He went on live after that and he tried to
Just let the man sell his slop sauces.
explain himself, saying he was inspired by him as a kid. But he screwed up because, in the 60s and 50s and 40s, there was a racial term. I'm not even going to say it, right?
Which one?
It's not a term you're supposed to use anymore, right? So he's already facing backlash. He goes and makes a video, and he did a live as well. And he says a racial term like an asshole, didn't realize it was a bad thing to say, and he took even more heat.
Listen, I can post Hulk Hogan if I want to. Just because somebody makes a mistake in their life doesn't mean that they haven't done good things. I don't know what he did, and he said something 20 years ago and apologized for it. If you're going to attack me, you better go after the colored athletes and the people that are black and minority that went and posted him as well. Okay, the man was nice to me. He made a mistake. I'm not God. People make mistakes in life. If you got a problem with that, look at yourself. There's not one single person in here that hasn't made a mistake in their life. So
after all that, you know what happened? He caved. He saw the bad feedback from people.
That's what people are mad about? I guess people don't understand the nuance and intent behind language. Well, this is just blown out of proportion. So we're pretending that athlete of color would have been better? Dude, I don't think Joey Swoll is on the cutting edge of what's appropriate to say. It's just a fool's game.
And he couldn't handle it anymore because I don't think he's used to criticism, right? So he removed the videos and he puts up an apology video saying he's sorry, taking back all the things he said about Hulk Hogan, and he posted this.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology.
Everyone's just hypersensitive nowadays. I've been thinking about this a lot. And I don't know if everyone's just cooked and they're a slug or they don't have any outlets. People are mad at the Sydney Sweeney jeans commercial. Everyone needs to get a life. Like, seriously. If this is the shit that you're getting mad about, and I know none of you give a flying fuck about this because we're just spectators at the social media zoo with our binoculars, consuming the slop from a distance. But it really shows that these people have no impulse control. They have no self-regulation. They don't have anything going on in their lives that is more important. So it extrapolates into petty internet mob mentality. People aren't really mad. They like to pretend they are. That's even worse. I would respect actual anger more than this, I don't even know what you call it, dead internet manifestation.
A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed
Third Eye Global is far too employed for these activities. I'm actually a CEO and YouTube is my job.
how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things.
So, this is just an exercise in audience capture. I saw a reality where this could be Philion. Not actually, but in one multiverse, it could have been. Meaning, if you're going to be the guy who's always presenting yourself as the arbiter of morality, which is what he does, he sits in his car and talks shit about people's behavior in the gym. He's an authority kind of like the constable of gym etiquette, you're going to get an audience that is forever meat watching other people. They're going to call out behavior.
That man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very...
Wow. I mean, we're just in the weeds here. This is just semantics.
offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am
Life is just more serious than this.
human. I am still growing. I am still learning. And I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place. And once again, to everybody, I apologize.
When they say educated me, it's a form of chopping your own testicles off.
So the problem is Joey saw all that backlash, all the hate that was coming in his way, and like I said, he's not used to criticism, right? He's always been squeaky clean, his image on social media. He's not used to people.
That's actually a great way of putting it into words. Squeaky clean. A lot of creators present themselves as such. That's why it is a farce. It is the opposite of what you want to do. Because that's not reality. Nobody's squeaky clean. Except for me, because I use the best soap in the world. Called Cheeky. And you can get it too at usecheeky.com/Philion for 10% off and free shipping in the US.
Being mad at him.
See me supporting racism. I've literally done videos against racism. I bought a black girl a gym membership that was being discriminated against.
I literally paid for a black girl's gym membership.
At the gym, people are attacked.
If you put up
It's impossible for me to be racist after that.
video going back on what you said, right? That's probably one of the worst things you could ever do on social media. So he makes this video thinking it's going to help, but it ends up backfiring and making things even worse for him. And they're going to be even more mad at you now and trash you more because they're going to think that you're posting shit that you don't believe and they can see right through it. So Joey's biggest mistake is removing the video.
It's like he doesn't understand the internet. Well, he is older, and I don't expect everyone to have the 5-head quadruple digit IQ like the CEO of Third Eye Global. There's just levels to this shit, I guess.
Caving in to all the criticism because, like I said, he's not used to it. But instead of just dealing with it, you know, putting up what he really believed, he took it off. He did all this fiasco, and things ended up getting worse for him. It got so bad to him he can't handle shit.
Yeah, this can be summed up by, who cares? Holy buckets!
He posted this up on his story that he's quitting. All the
Imagine caving to Karens and cuckolds, because that's who's actually mad.
I've done, all the people I've helped, all for nothing. When I need help, when I need kindness
I quit.
and empathy, nothing. I truly hope all the people I've inspired to do great things in their life and pay.
But you see, he just highlighted the problem. When I need kindness and empathy, nothing! So what's the point? The people that hold you to this arbitrary standard of virtue never look in the mirror.
Forward to help others and carry on my message. But no matter how much good you do, no matter how many people you help, they just wait for a reason to hate you and tear you down. It's true. You either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain. Thank you for your support. Please remember me and smile. I love you all. I am done. So like I said, every post, you can go on any video, any post about Hulk Hogan, you'll see all this racial shit. So his mistake was responding to it and pulling shit down.
So it's okay to say person, because somebody earlier that was a minority was saying person of color. So it's okay to say person of color.
Joey Swoll is going to start his red pill arc. This is his villain origin story. I'm calling it now. He's going to have a podcast in the next 3 months, and things are going to get ugly. That would be fun.
How about have a conversation with me?
So this is my thing. All of us make mistakes in life. You, me, everybody who's watching, none of us are perfect. Who am I, or who is anyone, to judge others, right? We're not here to judge people, right?
He who seeks revenge upon the Karens.
So I believe, when somebody dies, and this is just my point of view, I think about the good things about them. The good memories, the good things they said, the good things they did. I'm not thinking about the bad shit, right? This person just died. They got a family. They got people who love them mourning. Is that really the right thing to do?
It's really just doomer versus bloomer mentality.
I remember, you guys, many of you watching, remember when Rich Piana died, right? Shortly before he died, there was also a leaked audio of him saying racial things. But think how many of us love Rich Piana. We don't think about that moment of his life. We think about the good things in his life, the things that he inspired us all to do. And in this case, Joey has to learn. He can't just cave in to social media pressure. He's done a lot of good in this industry, right? You can't just cave in.
I'm just impressed at the total rebrand. Like I said, Joey Swoll was the equivalent of a mannequin for shreds. And then he became the car guy. Some of you will know the hyper-specific references I'm talking about.
At the first signs of dealing with the pressure, because like I said, nobody has to agree.
It's an era of Instagram that seems like a shadow of the past. I'm talking 2012 to 2014, when everyone would have those like ultra filtered photo shoots.
With everything you say in life, right? But they're gonna have to respect you for believing in yourself. Now, what do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys all in the comments, and I'm hoping this comment section doesn't turn into that racial war that I see everywhere else, and rest in peace to Hulk Hogan.
It's only going to do that if you cultivate an audience that thinks that that's productive conversation.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like on my video.
So what did we learn? Always double down. Don't bend to the mob. It's not that deep. Go outside and touch grass. Pretty much sums it up.